Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of How Why. I am your host, Zerk. Right now, you're seeing the one and only, the infamous. No, he's not infamous. He's actually really famous. LordKnight, Team Spooky LordKnight, one of the best anime players in the country. Um, Say hi, LK.
Hello.
So,
Hello, everybody.
So the format here on how why it's how did I win, why did I lose. So we're gonna analyze matches between top players like LK, and we're gonna ask him personally how did he win and why did he lose when he wins and when he loses. So I plan on doing a series of these videos, going through the entire roster of Guilty Gear characters, each character, each matchup. So hopefully you guys will get a lot of insight if you're new to Guilty Gear, or if you're not new and you're just trying to learn specific matchup nuances. Hope I'll be your one-stop shop. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the top 8 match. This is LordKnight versus a good friend of mine, Hotashi, from South Florida. LordKnight's running the Bay, Milia, and Hotashi's playing Elfelt. All right, so
Yeah.
actually, let me pause this really quick before the first round starts, and ask you. So, what are your strengths? Do you feel in this matchup? What does Milia have, against that Alpha wants to worry about? What does Alpha hate against Milia?
What does Alpha hate? Probably the worst part of this matchup for Alpha. It's probably two things. Well, technically it's one thing. So, uh, well, A or one, however you want to say it. Knockdown. I mean, that's the case for the whole cast, right? Like getting knocked down against Milia is bad, but Elfelt has only one reversal, and it costs 50 meter. And if that reversal hits, it's really, really good for her. But if it whiffs, it kind of sucks. And of course, Milia being the type of character that she can bait the super multiple ways while still getting mixed up. The other thing is that Alpha is not that good at jumping in on Milia. There's only two things I think that Milia does well. Uh, Milia is good at whiff punishing Elfelt, and she's fast, but the whiff punishes, like, they don't really mean anything. Like if I whiff punish, for example, if I whiff punish like 2S, depending on how I whiff punish it, there's like a manly way and like a safe way to do it. So if you do it the manly way, you get like a really good reward. But you have to do a dash 2K to whiff punish. That's a very, very difficult whiff punish to do, like on reaction. You have to really feel it. Like you have to really, really feel it. Like I don't feel like you could do it so well on reaction. But if you choose to use far S instead, which is my go-to whiff punish for that, your reward, unless you have 50 meter, is just far S. But if Elfelt whiff punishes her, the reward for her is a lot higher. So that's why I feel like the scariest thing outside of knockdown for Elfelt is Milia's anti-airs against Elfelt, because she's actually, outside of like a couple of movement things, like Elfelt has Air Brattle Express. She has like ways she can alter her aerial movement, but if she is jumping or air dashing at Milia is really good at answering her. So there's only two things. Those two things.
Okay, so then what is that? What setups does that leave you that you want to watch out for that you think an Elfelt's gonna go for on you?
As in, like, what am I looking for against Alpha? Like, what am I gonna think Alpha's gonna do to me?
Right.
So at that point, and also still kind of at this point, it's still something I'm going to go back and improve on. Pretty much, I feel like, or definitely at CEO, I felt like if I was blocking shotgun, I lose, because I didn't totally understand it at that point.
Okay.
Um,
We'll get into that when we see it.
and also how what they do when they throw the grenade, and how they deal with me when they have the grenade. Because in 1.1, it's a little bit easier for Amelia to enforce herself if Alpha has the grenade. But if you kind of like let her do what she wants, it can be pretty hard. Like in the end, I really don't want to get hit by anything at all because I'll
Okay.
just die. That's how I feel.
Okay. So just last question before we get started. What do you think is what's your overall opinion on the matchup? Out of 10 for Milia.
It's probably like 5.5 L felt favor, 5.564 L felt favor. Maybe at like top level is it, I probably am saying my personal match. My personal matchup is probably like 6.4 L felt, but maybe the real matchup's like 5.5 or even.
Okay. I mean, even 6'4", not bad. So
6.4, you don't want to.
pretty
I
fair.
won't get into that. I don't want to get into that. But 6.4 is not good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So all right, here we go. I believe this first one was the loss for you, but I'm not quite certain.
Yeah, probably. I remember. I'm gonna John a little bit. I think
No
like
chance.
like I woke up. This finals were like at 10 a.m. and I woke up at 9:55. Like I literally woke up 5 minutes before. Thankfully they started a little late, so I got to warm up. I didn't see a lot of people warming up, but then people who play in top eights will tell you this. Like once in a while, the TV, the monitor that they use, kind of feels different from a normal monitor. So like, there are definitely examples of me playing top eights where it looks like I'm playing really poorly. Uh, and maybe other players can vouch for this too, but
Hey,
it's
okay.
usually because of the monitor.
No chance. All right. So
Equipment Johns are real though.
you're already at a deficit here, fighting to regain control of the match. You actually bring it back pretty close in this round, and then the grab.
And I got Hotashi'd.
The
Hotashi grab.
Hotashi grab. Explain the Hotashi grab. Why
He
is it?
does he does this shit that is totally impossible to a Guilty Gear player. Like I well he does like this knockdown where I played him in final round too. He won a game on me the same way. I was like, no. Right? So he kinda like he does like the Elfelt walk like just outside of your throw range, and then he just like walks up and throws you. So like it like obviously gets destroyed by a fuzzy jump, but like if you're scared, it'll get you, and it just looks kind of weird.
Hmm.
So it's not like a someone like running in your face or like a Potemkin walking in your face. It's like why is Alpha walking? Like I've never seen Alpha walking animation until I played Hotashi.
Okay, so that's not
That's like a
um,
Hotashi
a
thing.
particular matchup thing. That's a player thing. So that's
Yeah.
another thing you guys have to look for when you're playing is find out how your opponent plays. What type of player is he? Like, is he a scared player? Is he an aggressive player? Does he is he a random player?
Mm.
So all right, that is henceforth dubbed the Hotashi grab. So gonna go on
This is
around two.
trademark.
All right. So now, good pressure to start. Is it all because you missed that Barry missed you, or
I don't know. You'd have to go back. The frame rate is not the best.
oh, okay. Let's go back a little bit then.
Yeah, you definitely have to go back.
All right,
For
here
the
we go.
round start.
He jumps, dashes back, and throws a berry. Goes over your head.
So he like it was. I had advanced so far forward because I was like he's going to throw the berry, so I advanced to a spot where even though Alpha has really good buttons, like he can't do anything once he lands. Like if he did anything when he landed, he would just get hit.
Okay.
So because like I went that far forward, which honestly like I was kind of overextending, uh, he was already cornered. So it's really good for me that it's like this. I just gotta hold all this.
Yes. My
Yeah.
goodness, the mix-ups are too real.
And I already figured out his defense type too. So like
Mm.
I would say my hit rate against him is probably like 70% or so, which is pretty high, 70 to 80%.
Okay.
I'll say like an important point for Amelia player, like if Amelia player is watching, it's really important that you you understand how your opponent defends against Amelia, because you can't. She has a lot of mix-up options, and you can't really rely on just one type of mix-up all the time. So Otashi actually has a pretty specific way of defending against Amelia, I feel, which is why I choose the offensive options I use a lot.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that he has a specific way of doing it.
Well, I know the commentators were saying, we don't really have Amelia where we come from down here in South Florida. So, hey, he might just be blocking that way because of videos he's seen, or I'm
Like
not sure what it
limited
could
net
be.
play experience or something.
But what do you when you say find out the type of blocking your opponent does? So, what are the types?
So, for example, like there are actually a few defensive option selects you can use against Milia, but the reason why she's still so good is because she could beat all of them. Like
Hmm.
it doesn't matter. So if you're watching a video, it just looks like, oh, I'm doing high, low, high, whatever. But for example, like you can block, like say you're playing on beginner Milia against beginner Milia, you can block like 2K, Bad Moon, and Hair Car with like one series of inputs. With like you do like 1 for 1, and the timing you get the timing so that you block 2K, Bad Moon, 2KK, and Hair Car. Uh, so basically, the way I'm thinking when I knock someone down, uh, totally irrespective of what character they're using, is like, is he just guessing? Like, are they just trying to guess high low? Because some people just guess, like they don't know about it, or they can't block. I don't know, so they just guess. These people are the easiest people to mix up, but also the hardest to figure out what they're doing because they're just guessing like outright. Like I'm always assuming they're using some technique or some shit, but
Hmm.
like so like what it usually takes me the longest to figure out that someone is just guessing.
Okay.
Uh, it's pretty easy for me to figure out if you're using defensive option select. I think it's probably the easiest thing to figure out is whether or not you're using defensive option select, because you will definitely get hit by a couple of specific mix-ups that are designed to beat the option selects.
Hmm.
Um, there's some people who try to block low and jump. It's like another type of defensive option select, but most people who play strong neutral type characters, I don't feel like their defense is so good because they're in neutral all the time.
Hmm.
So I usually just try to crush their escape, as in like they try to jump or something. And the last type of person is a person who will try to, instead of like I want to say this the best way, they'll try to rotate through defensive options that they have. So say like a soul player, right? So a soul player, they'll try like DP, Grand Viper, Wake Up 2D. Like instead of trying to guess high low because they can't, they would rather guess like a mash thing and uh, see if I could deal with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it kind of keeps you honest. It makes you respect their wake up options rather
Yeah,
than
the
just
last
rolling
one.
all over them.
Yeah, the last one. Yeah, unless you have. So I obviously I don't like that. So
Right.
I like found ways around it. But
Okay.
it's really important that you figure out what they are doing. Some people just go through all of them, like multiple things. So that one's also really hard to figure out.
Hmm. All right. So round three, is gonna be for game one, and let's see the start. All right. So explain to me, you why do you think he's scared? He kind of danced in neutral there for a couple of seconds, just like waiting to see what you were gonna do. Is you think that was smart on his part? But because
Yeah,
you were kind
that's
of doing
super
the
smart.
same.
That's super smart on his part. Because I can never I can't be the one that starts the interaction. Like if I
Okay.
start the interaction, I lose.
Okay.
Because if he hits any button after I do, I lose, and his reward on hit on hits from that range is infinitely higher than mine. Like he gets a knockdown. If he has meter, it's like 45% damage and core knockdown. But like if I hit a button, I'm either just preventing him from moving at me with far slash, which gives me like nothing,
Hmm.
or I'm doing 2D to stop him from going too deep. From moving too far forward, I mean. And 2D hitting her is a really big deal because that's a knockdown. But far slash hitting me is like, or far slash hitting her is not that big a deal at all for her, to be honest.
Okay.
So him waiting for me to hit a button is really smart because like if he hits me, like he doesn't even really need the time. Like if he just delays a little bit,
Yep.
as
We're
long as
seeing
it's
it
after
again.
me, as long as it's after me, he wins.
Okay. Yeah, we saw that there again for a moment. He was in the corner there, just kind of waiting.
That burst was fucking dumb as shit.
A little bit bad burst on your part, but
Yeah.
So yeah, so basically, you would say you lost that one. So you'd say, why did you lose? Would it be correct to assume you lost because he did play that patiently, and because you were still getting used to the equipment?
I kind of want to. I kind of want to see that round again because I think I remember like being bothered by something. I was thinking about the equipment for sure because I was dropping shit, and Amelia, of course, it's you can't drop anything. If you drop anything, then what's the point?
Right.
Right. So I think I will definitely have to see that round again because, as in like, not taking anything away from him. Mostly, I need to capitalize on those hits, those punishes. So like, it doesn't matter if I'm hitting him a lot if I'm not converting the hits I need.
Right.
Because he will definitely convert, or I should at least assume that he will convert the hits that he needs.
So you start this round, I believe it's with a neutral jump and then a late dash forward. So, yeah, okay, double jump back and then dash forward. What were you trying to bait out there?
So I started actually with jump forward punch. So just in case he jump forward,
Okay.
also, so my JP will win. My JP is very fast. Wow, how did I not block that burst? But then when it whiffed, I just like got out of there because she has like one of the best anti-airs.
Okay, so it's like
Uh,
abort.
yeah, so like once I saw he was still on the ground, I was like, oh, I need to get out of here because this sucks. So I thought she doesn't use. So I already knew he didn't use defensive OS there. That was a good jump. You can't block this character for too long. She builds your guard gauge too quickly,
Uh-huh.
and when the higher the guard gauge is, the more damage you take. And Alpha already does a lot of damage, and Milia already has like no defense.
Right.
Oh, this is really good. So I actually cannot tell you how I lost. Oh, he jumped. Why would you fucking jump there? Okay, that explains a lot. Because
Okay.
when I saw it knocked down, I was like, "There's no fucking way I lost." Actually. Okay, that's error. That's good. He blocked. That was a good block.
And there he is waiting.
He's waiting. He's waiting, but it's like in a different way. Like I'm waiting to punish him with jump D. Like jump D is really good at that specific range, and then there's that bad burst. Okay. So I understand. So I was just like sad. I was like, oh, I messed up.
Okay. So
Or I probably felt like I messed up. So I like taking the time to. Oh, you skipped forward. You skipped forward.
no, it's just running.
Oh, I don't. I hit okay that fast.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit. I was about to say like, oh, I'll probably like, take a little break, like, but I guess not. Or I guess I was just like, I should have won, so whatever. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So running into game 2 here.
Yeah. So this round start, like, I don't really like challenging Elf out at the start of the round, as you saw over there. Because the round start is pretty important. Don't want to get hit.
So you said you're trying to whiff punish. What are you trying to just get him to run into something?
So if I see him running on the ground, like I basically like this character has the ability. She has like the best normal, like her best ground normals, but like just because she has the best ground normals doesn't mean she can run at me like outright.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she runs too far forward, I can catch her with 2D. If I get that 2D knockdown, it's a really good thing for me because I can start my knockdown game off that. And Elfelt's face down, get up speed is pretty slow, so I could just like run up, do whatever.
Okay. So this round so far pretty even.
Yeah, because I didn't get neither of us have gotten like he's definitely like chipped me a little bit, and I haven't gotten like a solid knockdown. He
But
hasn't
you
gotten
have-
like a solid block steering yet.
But you have forced a burst, so right now this is gonna be big damage. Where he
Yeah,
has
this is not round.
okay.
That Oki, I can't see my meter, but that Oki definitely tells me he had 50 meter. I'm pretty sure he had 50 meter there.
And you are still holding on to your burst too, though. So you've got kind of like a get out of jail free card at this point.
Yeah,
Oh, negative penalty. Too much dancing.
it's fine. It's fine. You don't take extra damage in this game, so okay, that should be round. Oh no!
Oh, the Hotashi grab.
That's reversal grab. That's
Oh,
reversal.
okay. And there goes your burst.
Yeah, because it's like there I have to weigh like what do I want to win? Do I want to just win
Time
or
out.
with the burst? Well, do I want to win without a burst or like lose the round, be on like his set point, and have a burst. Like it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to say you won it by timeout, so
Yeah.
don't see those too often in this game.
Oh, I was getting annoyed at that. Like the grenade kept messing up my conversion, kept messing up the height on the conversion,
Uh,
which was really bothering me.
well, that's what it's supposed to do, right?
Well, it shouldn't do that because when Alpha's grenade hits you, she has like 10 years to convert. But when you hit her, the level 0 reset. Yeah, he tried to do it again. That's Hotashi throw. Go back. That's Hotashi throw. He tried to do it again.
Hold on, let's
He tried
see.
to fucking do it again. It's so clear. Alright, watch what he does when he knocks me down, right?
Okay. This knockdown?
So, no, not this
Okay.
knockdown. He throws a grenade. There's no reason to do it there. But he does it here. He does it here. He tries to do the fucking walk.
I saw the walk up. Okay.
And I just smashed. I
It
was like, get
two
that shit out of
I
here.
saw it. Maybe he got that from watching Street Fighter players. Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, that hits everybody. That makes up this so stupid. You have to know it's coming. So yeah, I'm definitely getting sad about equipment. The bad moon combo is not that difficult. No, I still missed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
I
that
got
was
used to it after this game. I remember, but like I was still like, oh my god, I needed that. So he has his set point, and he's going to lose like 70. Oh, he blocked. That's
a
pretty good.
little bit early on that 4K, no? I mean the 6K, yes.
That's on purpose,
Okay. Okay.
so that they stand up.
And then you go 2K.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's when I confirmed his defense 100%.
Okay.
Because I had a pretty good idea in game 1, but once that happened, I was like, okay, I just know how he blocks. Like, it should be free.
There you go. And that's how you win.
It's a big part. So now I'm probably gonna just do overhead. I still did low. Okay. Did I really have to? Okay, so I really double confirmed.
Yeah, overhead again though.
Yeah,
Good block
yeah,
on the first.
Because at that point I was like, that extra low just told me like
Oh my
I had to double
gosh.
confirm. Like
That
like-
RC though.
watching him block the 6K with 2K without standing up as a spectator tells me his defense. But then I guess in tournament I was like, maybe he really just guessed.
Okay.
But so then when he blocked that low again, I was like, all right, he's not guessing. Like he has a plan. This man has a plan.
All right, so now it is match point for both of you. Otashi taking a second to compose himself. You know, that's
I
another
think so.
thing too. You being who you are, a lot of American players look up to you, respect you. That's already nerves in their pocket. Like you might feel nervous, but they probably feel twice as nervous.
No, they shouldn't. I'm mediocre as fuck. Like I just work hard. That's why I look good. Like
Okay,
there are like
that's
actually
fair.
stupid players, but I just fucking practice.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Hotashi puts in work too, though. I think you think you're more mediocre because you have more experience against Japanese players.
I just have really high standards. Like I mean, even like in like a game like Persona, I think I'm like able to play like world level. Like there's not that many people better
Good
than me.
dust.
All right, but I still don't think I'm that good.
So
At the
see-
same time,
Now this round right here, immediately seeing what you were talking about, that you figured out his defense. Huge life lead at the end of that round. He uses burst. You didn't use your burst. You got a good dust there mid screen.
do you want to go back? Like I can say because that was a fast round. Like
Yeah, it really was. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, let's start that one over.
yeah, because like I could pretty much explain my thought process. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just explain my thought process.
Right.
Once I hit him, right? So once I get this hit, which I guess happens after some like floundering
Right there.
anti-air. So the anti-air point, remember that point was really important.
Uh-huh.
So what I thought was he basically does not block high. That was my thing. So he's like what's the best way to put it? Like he's like the guy that always picks rock.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And eventually you're gonna
And,
throw
like,
scissors.
so like he's basically hoping that sometimes I just do lows
Uh-huh.
so that he blocks them. So he basically blocks low, and I was being dead angle, but like, he basically blocks low or tries to jump like once in a blue moon because it's a weird thing to do.
Okay, that's like me.
Uh,
Like I'm a rock scissors guy. You think I'm gonna
uh,
throw rock that third time, and it's like nope. So
so so in the end, like, because Milia gets multiple mix up chance, right? Like so,
hmm
especially if he doesn't have meters, it's like knockdown, mix up A, disc gets blocked, mix up B. So at this point, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do overheads like 80% of the time, but I'm still gonna do lows just to confirm that he's blocking the way I think he's blocking.
hmm
Because if he's blocking the way I think he's blocking, he should block lows 100% of the time,
right,
unless he jumps.
right. Okay, so
Yeah,
let's
so
jump in
I think
around
you can
two.
see it in this round too. That was bad.
What
He was
happened?
hard. He was hard reading backstep at start round. No one blocks that.
Oh, okay.
No one blocks that. That's just fucking unblockable.
All right, force another burst here. You still haven't used yours.
That
Oh my
confirmed.
gosh, so many hits. Oh, there's your
Okay, that kind of
burst
sucks.
gets baited. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know you're still in a pretty good life lead. You just have to
No.
get
Look
up
at
here,
the combo. The mad damage. Next combo is gonna do mad damage. Thankfully, he
but you
peeled
get
off
out
really hard.
because he knows he can't get touched anymore. And here it comes.
Throw this game.
Mix up.
One more mix up. One more mix up.
Oh,
Yeah. See what I mean about
you
the
didn't
confirming?
6K. 6K would have done it.
You see what I mean about like confirming that he's still blocking the way I think he is?
Right.
I did like 3 lows. He blocked them all. Like he didn't even twitch. Like he just blocked them all. If I did any overheads at any time, he would have definitely got hit. Like, but just because I was so close to winning, I was like, oh, I should just confirm the situation.
Okay. So there you have it. That's pretty much gonna bring us to a close of the first episode of Hawaii. I actually hope to have you here, LK, analyzing some of your matches against the other characters in the cast. I think I might want to get some other players in here in a rotation first and come back to you later, but um, be ready for the Call of Duty once more.
You ready? Yeah.
So I hope this was informative for those of you watching. Anybody who likes Milia, who's thinking about playing, who's already playing Milia, and is like, man, how can I be like LK? That guy's pretty good. So just pick his brain a little bit of the insight. I know there's a lot of Elfelt players out there, which is why I wanted to do this matchup first. Because I know everybody's trying to deal with Elfelt. I might actually, my next player I interview might also be an Elfelt matchup. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoy. And hopefully see you guys at CEO Taku in October here in Orlando, Florida.